yes, oh yes, oh yes. This commission in and for Putnam County is now in session. God bless America. God bless Putnam County. God bless this honorable commission.
Thank you. District 11 for invocation tonight.
Yes, we'd like to ask Pastor Eddie Turner to come forward and lead us in prayer.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, such an honor to stand before this esteemed body of community leaders and to live in such an amazing, amazing county. In 1983, you sent me here with my wife at the age of 25 and 22. And we found it to be home. Though raised in Murray County and excited to go to Davison County to attend university, then to work in ministry in Sullivan County. One of the most difficult days of my life is when I was asked to leave Putnam County after 20 years of living here in 1983 to 2003. From there we went to Sumner County and served. And from there we went to Tipton County and Shelby County and ended up in Rutherford County. And our hearts continually long for Putnam County because it was home. So Father, thank you. I do not stand here as a timid, indifferent citizen, but as someone who has made this place home and have been honored to raise my children and now my grandchildren here in this wonderful county. Now Father, during this election season, there are forces at work that tell us that we need to eradicate our values and we need to eliminate the integrity on which this county has stood. Holy Spirit, we ask you, as the brow of this building says, in God we trust. Father, we trust you, but we know you use men and you use women to carry out your plans and purposes. So Father, would you bring conviction and would you bring courage to the men and women who sit behind these chairs so that they may lead our county in the days ahead in righteousness, with faith, family, and community. That 50 years from now, my grandchildren can stand here and say, my forefathers left me something wonderful for me to carry on. Bless our county. Bless our county commission. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, if you would please call the roll.
Get squared away here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll take your handsets, everybody press yes for me and stop right there, please. Everybody press yes and just stop right there, please. Pressing yes and stop right there. Don't press anything else just yet. Wait. Everybody press yes first. Hang on. Mr. Bondra?
He's trying.
Is he trying?
Got a hammer?
Almost. There you go. Now everybody press confirm for me, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody press confirm. Thank you. Good job. And a sound we love to hear. Mr. Chairman, you have all 24 people present. I declare a quorum, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Item number 5, approval of the agenda.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Item number 6, approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve last month's minutes. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say no. Declare that motion to have passed. Item number 7, unfinished business and action thereon by the board. Report of standing committees. Planning Committee.
No unfinished business.
Fiscal Review Committee.
No unfinished business.
Nominating Committee.
No unfinished business.
7B, public comment period. I don't believe we have any public comments tonight. 7C, report of special committees. Budget Committee. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, folks. First thing I want to do is thank our Budget Committee this year. Our Budget Committee members this year were Mr. Ken Hall, Mr. Dale Moss, Mr. Vinny Facinto, Mr. Ron Chapin, Ms. Kim Bradford, Ms. Kathy Dunn, Mr. Chris Cassidy, and Mr. Grover Bennett. And I had the honor of serving as chair, and I do appreciate that ability and honor to do so. So we have a process tonight when we pass the budget. This is the 12th year I've been involved with passing the budget, and we've changed it up sometimes, but the last few years we've been fairly consistent. This is the most efficient way, but also allows transparency and time for people to ask questions or submit any amendments or proposals. You see has been recommended by the Budget Committee to the full commission. We will start, and Commissioner Chaffin, I told you wrong. So if you're a county employee and you're planning on voting on the budget, which you're allowed to do in the structure we're doing, we're going to vote on the budget as a whole when it comes to the 3-column budget. But if you are a county employee and you plan on voting, there is a conflict of interest statement you have to say, or say you recognize that you're a county employee and that you have a conflict of interest, but your conflict will not persuade or sway your opinion, okay? So I need to raise a hand.
Employee.
Yes, spouse or yourself. So I got Mr. Chaffin, Ms. Tays, Mr. Holmes, anybody else? Okay, so I'm going to read. I'm going to just say what you should, and you're going to say yes, okay? And that way we've covered it. So you recognize you are a county employee or your spouse is a county employee, and you recognize there's a conflict of interest by you being a county commissioner, but it's not going to sway your vote. Say yes. Okay, thank you. So now, when we proceed by voting on the budget as a whole, you can vote, no matter what the issue is. Now, if we break it out, you would abstain. If there's an amendment made to tonight's budget and it affects salaries for you or your spouse, you'll have to abstain on that amendment, but then you can vote on the budget as a whole. And I can remind you that as we go forward. So we're going to start, first thing we're going to start with is the tax levy. As everybody knows, I think it's been following the Budget Committee process. Putnam County went through the reappraisal process this year. Mr. Pierce and his office worked handily and steadily with the state, and thank you again, Mr. Pierce and your staff, for the work you all did going through reappraisal. The certified tax rate, after the Board of Equalization met in June and finished their meetings, the certified tax rate came back to be 1.6392. So that was the rate the Budget Committee recommended, the certified tax rate recommended to the full commission. So I'll break it out for you, and I know you all have your resolutions on your iPad, but I'll just break it out for the audience as well. Of that rate, the county general fund will get .6125, sports and recreation .0228, general purpose school fund .5151, debt service .2958, industrial economic development fund .0099, county road fund .0684, solid waste sanitation .1048, general capital projects .0099 for a total of 1.6392. I need a motion and a second to start and approve this resolution unless there's some changes.
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the tax rate as
Who
presented.
seconded?
Sir?
Who seconded? You did, okay. Thought that was right, just being for sure.
Any discussion on the certified tax rate?
Wasn't it originally 161?
It was. We didn't see that.
The preliminary rate we received from the state was 16108. Thank you, Mr. Moss. After the Board of Equalization met in June, there were some modifications, some appeals, and that changed it to 1.6392. The Budget Committee did not change it. The Assessor's Office did not change it. The State of Tennessee changed the rate after the appeal. So, good question.
Any other discussion?
Yes.
Hang on. I will remind you, we do have our handsets if you would
Well, I
like
pushed
to
it, but
have
it didn't work.
discussion. But
Okay.
Commissioner Real.
Thank you. Okay, so if we approve this, will there be a tax increase?
So the certified tax rate is built to generate the same amount of revenue as the revenue's last year's tax rate, which was 2.60.
2.6.
Yeah. So Some people's taxes go up, some people's taxes go down. But at the certified tax rate, it's meant to be a revenue neutral tax rate. So the only thing we would see additional is the growth in the county. So the improvements to land. So the commercial or residential improvement to land. That's the only growth we would see with this tax rate. But as through any reappraisal process or any appraisal process, some people's value goes up, some people's value go down. So some people will pay more taxes, some people won't.
So there is a possibility of tax increase for some, right?
Some people will pay more taxes, yes.
But this rate does not generate any additional taxes
No,
for the county.
If the budget committee proposed that, we would have to have a public hearing, answer any questions from citizens, and go through that process before we ever met. But this is the certified tax rate recommended by the state of Tennessee, the Comptroller's Office.
Commissioner Facento.
I just like to piggyback on that Commissioner Reel's question. We had Mr. Pierce explain this in the budget meeting, and it's been a point of clarity. The people's homes that generated a higher tax are above a certain percentage. They're in the higher priced. Where people is Mr. Pierce in here? Steve, are you in here? Steve, what was that percentage as I'm saying this?
Residential increases were 69%.
Okay, so 69% was the average. So our lower economic homeowners having less expensive houses normally saw a decrease. The higher ones went. So that's an important point.
Commissioner Bennett.
Yes, talking with Mr. Pierce on this, there will be a little fluctuation, but generally it will be less than $100 more or $100 less than what you paid last year. So that's just the way it works out, but it's not a tax increase. It's just that fluctuation because of the new certified rate and the appraisals.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, if you'd call the roll.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you take your handsets, if you favor the motion on approving the tax rate, press yes. If you do not favor that motion, vote no. Everyone please vote, and please stop right there. Wait on me, please. All right, all votes are in. Anyone wish to change your vote anywhere? Now please press confirm for me, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, please press confirm. Mr. Chairman, we have 23 voting yes, 1 voting no, 0 absent. I declare that motion to have carried.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next resolution you have in your packet is a resolution making appropriations for the various funds, and that's all funds and departments within the county, including schools and all they have. You've had the packet. You know the number, the total number of appropriations. Hold on just a second. For the county is $300,891,916. Appropriations resolution.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the appropriations across all funds. Any discussion? Commissioner Williams.
Is this the appropriate time to discuss amendments, or does that need to wait until there are other funds?
This is when we were discussing the budget, what spent well or what spent where. So the answer to your question is yes, this is the appropriate time.
Okay. For the last several years, I've been on the budget committee, but this year that we're just now concluding, I was not on the committee. So the night that you all discussed employee raises, I noticed that failed by a split vote. Don't remember what the count was, but what was the employee raise number that was being considered at that time?
$500.
$500
And
across
that's
the board cost.
$500 over and above
Right.
Everybody's
Yes,
step
we're talking
raise.
about cost of living increase and then what.
Not
whatever-
step raises.
Right, right.
That was my
So
motion.
what would that total dollar amount have been had the budget committee approved that?
It was a little over $500,000. 300, Randy, I'm confused.
376,079.
376,0700. Mr. Neighbors, did your office turn money back in to the county?
Sure did.
Do you remember how much?
That's over $100,000.
A little over 100,000.
Yes, sir.
Fred, Mr. Nelson, did your office turn money back into the county? How much? Not sure. Okay. Sheriff Ferris, did your office turn money back into the county? Do you recall how much that was?
About 1.3.
1.3, 1.4. We'll just leave those. We won't count yours because we're not sure. I think there's more than enough money in our general fund based on funds that were turned in last.
Is that in the form of a motion?
Yes, that is a form of a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to amend the budget to include a $500 increase for all employees as a cost of living. Any discussion on the amendment? Commissioner Rogers.
So we're proposing to be $3,142,000 as a loss for general fund as of now. So that would put us at about $3.5 million.
As the budget currently stands, if we pass this amendment, we'll be budgeting to take $3.5 million out of county general.
Where would that leave county general?
That would leave us at about $31.3 million in fund balance.
Commissioner Bennett, if I'm
Yes.
following right, yep.
Yeah, this is the same kind of discussion we had last year when cost of living went up. Several years ago, we couldn't hire employees, we couldn't retain employees. They weren't being fairly compensated for what they were doing. So we did a pay scale review, and we raised the pay scale pretty well for everybody, pretty good increase. Then we shortened the top-out time. Emergency services down to 10 years, all the other county employees 15. Step raises for emergency services went Then the first year, we put a $1,500 cost of living on top of that. That didn't go away. It's every single year from there on. Last year, we put $500 on there, so there's a $2,000 cost of living that's still on there every time we have a budget meeting. It's still there. It's not going away. This year, we're eating almost $500,000 in health insurance premiums for the employees, which employees, good employees. They've got a good pool of people wanting jobs here, so it's not like we're not doing a good job. So I don't think at this time we need to do a raise on top of a raise. Therefore, I'm opposed to any cost of living increase. Thank you.
Commissioner Pacento.
Yeah, so this is, Commissioner, we had this discussion in the Budget Committee, and it's got a lot of dynamic pieces to it that make it kind of difficult to understand. The Commissioner Bennett, what brings up about the health insurance, I mean, that was a big absorption that we took, which would go towards, could be considered a cost of living raise. To me, one of the most important things that we need to do is, as we get into the next commission seasons, are to figure out a way to do percentage raises. We worked very hard to bring large raises and bring the county employees up to par. The problem is that those step raises and the different things were there. It was designed to pay people more early so we can retain them and we can keep them. But if you do not adjust annually for inflation, which is 2.7% this year, I believe, within a 3 to 4 year period, your starting pays are lagging behind, and we're going to get in exactly the same position that we did before. The reason that this commission right here had to do a 21% pay increase is because past commissions refused to adjust for inflation. And it's not an easy thing to do in our structure because we can't just give a percentage increase. You have to put a dollar amount to it, and there's some complicated gyrations that go in there. But personally, a $500 raise. But the fact that we're doing that, yes, we're budgeting for a deficit, but that deficit is being offset by a savings account of well over $30 million that is taxpayers' money that's in the bank. So if we were looking at a situation at this commission where we were going to have to raise taxes to do this, I think we have to be very, very cautious. My recommendation is to move forward with the $500 to make sure we're covering that inflation, keep our starting pays where they need to be. And next year's commission, I highly recommend you blow this payroll system up where you can quickly and easily vote a percentage and make sure you're covering the cost of inflation. That's all I have to say.
Commissioner Mullins.
I believe Commissioner Andrews is here.
And I'm sorry, yeah, Commissioner Andrews.
Yeah, well, I'm hurt.
I can't follow colors, David. That's my fault.
Not perfect. Were this extra $500, was it asked for in the original presentation from the office holders?
No, sir, it was not. It was a motion made at one of the last budget committee meetings from a budget committee member.
So there was no objection to what y'all did in the budget committee?
It failed, I think, 2-6 maybe, or 6-2, I think, 6 no's and 2 yeses. It failed in budget committee.
But irregardless, it came out of the budget committee, so to speak, with the approval of the office holders.
Well, they didn't vote.
No, they didn't approve it. I'm just saying.
It was not in any of the requests that were made.
Yeah, it was in no request, and if somebody directly spoke about it, I don't remember them speaking about it directly, about saying, I would like for you to do this, but, yeah.
That's all I need to know.
Okay. Commissioner Mullins.
What would be considered an acceptable fund balance?
So GFOA, the Governmental Finance Officers Association that supports county and city government, recommends for a general fund budget and recommended by the budget committee, let's see here, 70 million, almost 71 million, so 70.9 million. So if you want to do the math right quick, you can on that, but we're going to finish on 31 million. So
Less than 20.
yeah,
Yeah.
less than 20.
Thank you.
Commissioner Phillips.
Has anyone looked into the other counties to see how their payroll is compared to ours as far as paying?
It's all over the board. Commissioner Phipps, counties are different. There's some counties have pay scales. Pay scales are not required by law. Pay scales don't have to be adhered to. County officials can come to the budget committee or commission and ask for specific raises for people. We have a pay scale committee it's used to modify and regulate the pay scale, but it's not required. Counties pay scales or pay raises, it's whatever county commissions seem like they can afford. And I think, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, can I state an opinion, or do you want me to shut up? I'll be glad to shut up.
As far as I'm concerned, you have the floor for the moment.
The last thankful. So I think we've done a good job. I don't know if our system is broken, but I know that we dang well try to help our employees, and we've done a good job at that. So.
Okay.
Commissioner Sandlin.
Commissioner Facento alluded to a 2.7 cost of living adjustment. Last thing I saw was last Friday, and it was 3.7, 3.9, depending on how the ceasefire cost. But since 2020, all of our cost of living has gone up 50%. You just take what it was then and multiply it by 1.5. And I learned a long time ago in business that you got to take care of employees. You just got to. And I'm going to vote for this. So.
Any other discussion? Commissioner Williams,
Yeah,
have already spoken, so we'll have to hold you. Commissioner Chaffin.
So this $500, it's going to be a reoccurring, it's going to be every year.
We pass this, it's going to be on every budget from now on.
Okay, all right.
Commissioner Moss.
What do you two chairmen explain these numbers again? What the amount it's going to cost us and where it's coming from?
So let me pull out one of my 1,000 papers.
The amount was 369.
376,079 for a $500 cost of living raise, and this is for the general fund. 376,069. The proposed expenditures that the budget committee had approved was $70,982,632. So a total of $70 million, almost $71 million in general fund. That was going to up against a revenue of $64,840,000. That would leave a 3.1 deficit, $3.1 million deficit. You add the 376, you're at almost 3.5. Okay, and then that leaves in fund balance $31,837,000. Add that 300-something thousand, you're down to $31.5 million in fund balance. You're welcome.
Any other discussion? Okay, both of you have already spoken, so hang on.
No hurry, go ahead.
Yeah. Jonathan, Commissioner Williams, go ahead.
Same thing. If anybody else wants to talk first, that's it.
Yeah. Anybody else before Commissioner Williams?
Thank you. I agree with almost everything I've heard tonight, even from those who are not planning to support this. The county commission has done but I remember prior to that, I had to push for 2 years, and in the beginning, I was the lone voice in the wilderness. But we finally, everybody got together, and we did right. We had the salary survey at the beginning of this term. We addressed it, and I'm thankful for that, and our county employees are thankful for that. The reason I keep bringing this up is because time keeps ticking, inflation keeps rising, and if we don't do something each year, at some point we will end up in the predicament that we did before. So I believe in small incremental adjustments on an annual basis so that fall back. We have the money in our general fund, and I know the different department heads didn't come to us asking for specific raises, and I can't speak for any of them, but perhaps it's because the last time they did was when we kind of blew up the pay scale and reinvented it this last time, and we all we kind of decided. I don't think we should be saving, pinching pennies on the backs of our employees. That's it.
Commissioner Andrews.
I would sort of like to amend Jonathan's motion to make this a one-time thing this year, and then maybe relook our scale because, like Benny said, maybe do a percentage or something to keep us in line, keep us competitive with the state and with other larger counties. So I would make a motion to do that, if it's allowable, to do this a one-time thing without prior.
Before
Do this time and then study it and see where we're at again.
I understand your motion.
If I may, Mr. Chairman.
Can we do a one-time?
So there's two options on that. On your amendment, Commissioner Andrews, and I'm not trying to tell you how to amend it, but you have two options. You can change it to a bonus, a $500 one-time bonus, or you can do the $500, but then you've got to commit yourself next year to take that $500 raise away from the employees if you don't want to do it next year. And there's no motion that can be made by Tennessee state law to commit yourself on any future expenditures past the fiscal year unless it's capital expenditure or debt service. So really, you only have one option, and that's to do the bonus if you want to change the amendment.
You would have to change it to a $500 bonus as opposed to a $500 cost of living raise. And if that's your motion, that's certainly acceptable.
Well, I will make that part of my motion, but I think, again, we need to relook our pay scale and lock something in somewhere. 'Cause obviously, I'm all for the employees. Go ahead.
Commissioner Andrews, we are planning on doing a new pay scale study this coming year, like we did three years ago or whatever it was, and we have a company that does most of the counties in Tennessee, so we're a part of that study, and we'll know something after the first of the year. We'll see where we're at for next year's budget.
In that case, I can't say what the next commission will do. I may or may not be here, but I would move to make it a bonus this year.
So we have an amendment to the amendment to make it a bonus, not a cost of living raise. Is there a second for that motion?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We are now discussing the amendment to the amendment. Commissioner Dunn, do you wish to speak to the amendment to the amendment?
No.
Thank you. Commissioner Chaffin. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just, Randy answered my question. So that has been discussed as far as re-looking at the pay scale committee. So, okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other discussion on the amendment to the amendment, which changes it from a $500 cost of living increase to a $500 one-time bonus? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take your handsets. If you favor the amendment to the amendment, vote yes. If you do not favor the amendment to the amendment, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Please stop right there. All votes are now in. Any wish to change their vote anywhere? Please press confirm for me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, press confirm. All right, Mr. Chairman, you have 14 voting yes, 9 voting no, 1 abstain. I declare that amendment to the amendment to have passed.
So we are now back on the amendment, which is now a $500 one-time bonus for employees. And to be clear, this does not include school system, but it does include roads. Does it include normally? This is general fund only.
General fund, parks, recreation, solid waste funds, all under county.
Any other discussion on the amendment as amended? Commissioner Bennett.
So if this passes, does the bonus drop off next year, or do you have to physically remove the bonus?
It will drop off.
Drop off automatically.
It's a one-time bonus.
Is it paid in one paycheck to them? Or
Commissioner Facento, you have not been recognized.
Oh, sorry.
Commissioner Reel.
Yes, so you're saying not all county employees would receive this?
That is correct. School system would not receive it. Road department, and I'd have to think of a few others. I mean, that's...
School system has already given their employees a $500.
But you're saying the
Cost
road
of living.
department would not get the bonus?
Well, that's what I was about to say. I think you ought to add the road department to it. And that makes everybody, school system, county general, everybody getting a $500 bonus.
Commissioner Williams, in your original motion, did you intend for that to include the road department?
I didn't know it didn't, so let's include the road department.
Whoever seconded that, are you amenable to that?
Be Mr. Facento.
Yeah, Mr. Facento, you seconded that originally. Are you amenable to that? Okay. So, to be clear, the original motion included general fund, general fund associated, like Parks and Recs and the road fund. Commissioner Dunn.
I just want to make a comment that I know the school board, they took care of their employees and they are getting a cost of living increase this year. That is correct, right?
Yes, 5.
It's an interesting discussion and questions, so I'll come up in case there are more questions. We are doing a $500 raise for employees. That's to get us to the state required minimum salary that was put in TCA. We have to do that. Our employees do get a step, but hearing the county general step raises at $1,225, our employee step raise on average is $650. So, and that's for certified staff. It's not that much for our non-certified. So our employees are getting a step raise. They are getting a $500 increase, which is required on the salary, but that's all. You know, originally when we met, we had hoped to put in a $1,500 raise, and we were not able to do that. We've never been at the state minimum in Putnam County. This will be the first time since I've been teaching in Putnam County, and this is starting 28 years, that we've been at the state minimum. But we also knew that to increase salary above that, it was going to require a revenue increase. And that's why we went back and went from the $1,500 that we had originally requested and had put in the budget and brought that back down to the $500 increase. We are required to do that increase. It is in there, so our teachers on average will receive $1,150 this year if they're returning teachers. So that is in there. They will get an increase. It's not a bonus. It's in our operating budget. But we would love to bring that up if that's a possibility. I'll wait for any questions before I leave.
I've got a quick question.
Yes.
Commissioner Dunn, are you finished?
I am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. King.
Commissioner Reel, are you? That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure. Commissioner Facento, thank you for waiting.
Just a question for you. The reason, and in your original budget, those raises were in there. But,
yes, sir.
I think we need to be clear that the reason it came out is because your enrollment numbers fell so far and your reimbursements from the state went down and the revenue projection was missed, correct?
That is part of it. Right. It's not that clean, but that's
the gist of it. It was not
somewhat. Yeah.
So I just want to be clear that we.
No, I didn't. No, it was not something.
Us and you didn't get together to lower.
That's correct.
It had to do with state reimbursement money
which
is a big problem.
That is correct.
We've discussed.
That is correct.
I want to be clear. You didn't make those decisions, and neither did the commission. It had to do with.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Any other discussion on the amendment, Mayor Porter?
Just want to make sure that, like we discussed it in Budget Committee, that anytime we increase the bonuses, that's going to increase the amount of TCRS and taxes that have to be taken out, that includes raising those line items in the benefits to be able to do that.
And I think that's when somebody asked how much this would cost, that I said about $500,000. I think that's where the $500,000 comes in. That's fully burdened. Yeah. Commissioner Moss.
Mr. Corbett, this is for you. Where is their teachers compared to the state come in and for their sales starting here?
He asked where our teachers, where we rank in the state. The last time I looked, Mr. Moss, and TSBA puts this out every year, we were somewhere around 45 out of 147 districts, but we're the 13th largest in the state. So.
I guess that takes care of what I wanted to know. Thank you. I'm still like, just a comment, still like to see your teachers get what everybody else.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Moss,
I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Wilson.
Can I speak to the bonus question, or is this the wrong time to be asking?
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
We're talking.
Question I've got is, and it was mentioned in passing, is this a one-time, one-check bonus, or is it going to be spread out over 50 or 26
One time, one check bonus.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Reel.
Yes. It's my understanding that a lot of employees have already gotten raises this year. The directors have gone to pay scale, and upped a lot of the employees' raises. And it seems like the people that are making the most money in the county are the ones that are getting the upper scales and not the lower people in the county. So I don't know how giving everybody a $500 bonus is going to help those people when the other people are bumped up another $500 as well. I mean, that's just my opinion. I just don't see how it's fair to everybody in the county. But that's my opinion.
Any other discussion? Okay, to be clear, we are voting on an amendment to the budget for a $500 one-time bonus for all county employees, including roads, parks and recs, general fund, all the ones that are in the budgets we look at. This does not include schools. And it's a $500 one-time bonus. If there's no other discussion,
If this doesn't pass, will it go back to Mr. Andrews, Dr. Williams' motion?
if this does not pass, we will be back to the original motion on the budget as presented, as passed by the Budget Committee.
But not back to Mr. Williams' motion?
No. Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take your handsets. If you favor this amendment for the $500 bonus, vote yes. If you're not in favor of the motion, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Please stop right there. All votes are in. Anyone wish to change your vote anywhere, please press confirm for me now, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody press confirm. Mr. Chairman, we have 17 voting yes, 6 voting no, 1 abstain. I declare that motion to have been passed.
So we are now back to the original motion, which is to pass the budget as presented with the amendment that just passed. Any other discussion on the budget?
I thought we already passed the amendment and the amendment, the motion as amended. We didn't do that?
No. We
do what now?
We've had 2 votes, right?
We've had 2 votes, but we passed David's amendment, and we just passed the original amendment.
Oh, I thought we were passing the motion. Okay.
I'll
let you figure it out.
I thought this was approved as amended with the $500 bonus.
Yeah, I thought we just approved the motion as amended.
Yes.
By Mr. Andrews.
Yes.
Okay, is that what you've got?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
that would have been appropriations with the amended, right, Mr. Chairman? That's the way
I understood it.
That's why
as parliamentarian, Commissioner Andrews had a secondary amendment to my amendment.
Yes.
His amendment passed. It came back. We voted on my amendment as amended. I know we're getting into the weeds here. So now we're ready to vote on the budget plus this one amendment.
That's where I thought we were at as well, Commissioner Williams.
There we go.
Yeah, that's where I thought.
So I'm confused.
How many votes have we had, Wayne?
We just
all right, so
as amended.
Yeah, we
go ahead. The amendment to the amendment.
We passed the amendment to the amendment. And we passed the original amendment as amended.
Okay.
And so we are ready
So this is we just passed the original amendment as amended.
Right. So we're now ready to vote on the budget as amended.
Certain rules. Second Amendment sometimes overtakes the First Amendment. It goes away. But
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. We're fine.
Yeah. I did not do it that way.
You're good.
You're correct.
You're good.
So, any other discussion on appropriations as amended? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, would you call
All right. So everybody understand what we're doing? We're back to original appropriations with the $500 bonus added in, correct?
And Commissioner Tays, you do not have to abstain on that.
Nobody has to abstain. Take your handsets, ladies and gentlemen. If you favor that motion, please vote yes. If you're not in favor of the motion, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Wait before, don't confirm yet. Wait before. All votes are in. Anyone wish to change your vote anywhere? Now please press confirm for me, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Chairman, we have 22 voting yes, 2 no. I declare that motion to have passed.
Chairman Rogers?
Thank you. Now, by law, we have to pass the 3-column budget as amended, because we've amended the appropriations resolution, which amends the 3-column budget. And by law, we have to pass the 3-column budget. So you have that on your iPad. It was sent to you 10 days ago, whenever it was. You can amend that, but we've already approved the appropriations resolution. So we have to approve the 3-column budget as amended from the appropriations resolution.
Do I have a motion to approve the 3-column budget as amended with the
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the 3-column budget? Mr. Bennett?
Yes, would either you or Mr. Rogers kind of explain what the 3-column is?
Sure. The 3-column budget is the standard form the way counties present budgets. Sometimes they present more than that, but at a minimum they have to present last fiscal year's numbers, so the audited numbers for 2025, not 26, but 2025, that's the first column. The current year or best guess numbers is column 2 for fiscal year 2026, which concluded. And then the third column, of course, would be the proposed budget, which we're voting on tonight. You're welcome.
It's basically just a comparative statement.
Yes.
Any other discussion? Mr. Clerk, if you would please call.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you favor the motion, take your hands up and vote yes. If you're not in favor of the motion, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Stop right there, please. There you go. Mr. Bastinto. All those who are in, anyone wish to change your vote anywhere, please press confirm now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Chairman, we have 22 voting yes, 2 no. I declare that motion to have passed.
Chairman Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now we're to the resolution making appropriations to nonprofit, charitable, and civic organizations benefiting Putnam County, Tennessee, fiscal year beginning July 1, 2026, ending June 30, 2027. So this is all the nonprofits that we contribute to. By law, we have to pass this resolution.
Do I have a motion to approve? Motion to approve. We have a motion and a second.
Who's second?
Commissioner Chaffin seconded it, or I heard him anyway. This is for the nonprofits. We have to do this every year. Any discussion on the nonprofits? That should have been included in the budget that was sent as well. Seeing none, Mr. Clerk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in favor of the motion, nonprofits, take your hands up and vote yes. If you're not in favor of the motion, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Please stop right there for me. All those who are in, anyone wishing to change your vote anywhere, please press confirm for me now, ladies and gentlemen. I know it. You're doing good. Handsets on it.
Well,
There you go. There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
Chair, we have 23 voting yes, 1 no. I declare that motion to have passed.
Chairman Rogers.
The next resolution we're required to pass is rounding property tax amounts to the nearest dollar. We do this every year as well.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to round property tax bills to the nearest dollar. Any discussion on that? Does that require?
Yes.
Yes, I believe it does.
Yeah. Mr.
Yes,
Clerk?
yes, sir. All right, take your handsets. Favor of the motion, vote yes. If you're not in favor of the motion, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Please stop right there.
You can ask a question, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So, did I misunderstand? You said to round it up to the next dollar?
It's to the nearest dollar.
Yep.
Down the
So what will it go to?
If
If 50 goes up, 49 goes down.
Yeah, 50 goes up, 49 goes down.
Okay, thank you.
All right, now all votes are in. Anyone wish to change their vote anywhere? Please press confirm for me, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody press confirm. You made it, Vinny. You're doing good. Mr. Chairman, have all 24 voting yes, 0 no. I declare that motion to have passed.
We have one more. The resolution making appropriations from the opioid settlement funds to nonprofit and government-funded organizations involved in the prevention and treatment of opioid addiction benefiting Putnam County, Tennessee for the fiscal year 2027.
Do I have a motion to approve the opioid budget?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the opioid settlement money? Mr. Clerk?
All right. Favor of the motion, vote yes. If you're not in favor of the motion, vote no. Everyone, please vote. Please stop right there for me, please. Wait, before you're making sure his handset's working good, Mr. Williams. All votes are in. Anyone wish to change your vote anywhere? Please press confirm for me now, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody press confirm.
Vinny was trying to get ahead.
He was. He's making sure that damn thing's working, I'm telling you. Mr. Chairman, we have all 24 voting yes, 0 no. I declare that motion to have passed.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes the business of the Budget Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Item 7D, any other unfinished business? Item 8, new business and action thereon by the board. Report of standing committees. Planning Committee.
Planning Committee recommends approval of the Road Committee's recommendation for the removal of a portion of Beech Grove Road from the county road list, and I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the Road Committee's recommendation for the removal of a portion of Beech Grove Road from the county road list. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say no. That motion's passed.
Mr. Chair, that concludes planning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Fiscal Review Committee.
Mr. Chair, we have no items on the fiscal review agenda tonight.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Nominating Committee.
Mr. Chairman, we have no business on the nominating committee tonight.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Special Committees. No special committee reports under new business. Resolutions.
No resolutions, Mr. Chairman.
Election of notaries.
Here we go. We've got just a few. Rhiannon Allison Beverly Bynum, Hallie Chaffin, Rhonda L. Chaffin, Eddie Gall, Teresa Gilbert, Nolan Goolsby, Lindsay Cameron Gross, Lauren Holman, Kimberly Kirby, Billy Stephen Lamb, Linda Lipe, Joshua Prater, Tabitha Rice, Shirley Riddle, Monica Sawyer, John Sleester, Allison P. Smith, and lastly, Lee Tang.
Do I have a motion to approve notaries as presented?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mr. Clerk, if you would call the roll for
All
notaries.
right, ladies and gentlemen, take your handsets and please press yes for me. All we're doing is just confirming what we've already done at my office. Mr. Riddle. Now please press confirm for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Last one tonight. Mr. Jackson. Mr. Chairman, all 24 votes yes. Declare that motion to have passed. Thank you very much.
Item 8E, other new business, ratification of Mayor Porter's appointment of Daniel Favor as Codes Director. Mayor Porter.
Mr. Chairman, how folks retiring, we had our solid waste director, Doug, retired at the end of June, and We've got Mr. Parker, our codes director, also retiring. And so I'd like to ask Stephen to come up if he would. Stephen's been our codes director, worked for the department like the last 17 years. And you're talking about a change in the county's growth in those 17 years. It's been amazing, the number of building permits that we do now compared to what we used to. And a lot of those years, sometimes Stephen was doing it by himself. Hard to find folks that want to be in codes anymore. And we've been blessed to have Stephen all these years. So, Stephen, I want to present you this plaque. It says, in recognition of your 17 years of dedication and hard work to the Putnam County Codes Department, we will definitely miss you. Best wishes on your retirement, Putnam County, July 2026. And I want to say you've been easy to work with. You've done a great job. I rarely heard a complaint on Stephen from any of the contractors or anything. You worked with them great. And you've seen a building boom in Putnam County like we've never seen before. And I want to thank you for all your years of service, and I wish you the best in the next chapter of your life.
Well, I appreciate this. And as Mr. Porter said, it has changed dramatically. We went from almost a drop in building to a explosion now. And Daniel Faber, he's going to take over, and he is very well qualified to do this. We've been through several inspectors since I've been here, and he is probably the most qualified that I have seen. I think he'll do a great job, and as I say, I just appreciate the time I've had here.
Hey, can I say something?
So, Mr. Chairman, as you know, when we replace department heads, I make the appointment, you do the ratification, the commission does the ratification. This is Mr. Daniel Faber. We had hired him as the assistant at the codes department, and with the plan of him stepping up when Stephen retired. Wasn't planning on Stephen retiring for a little while longer, but he decided that it was time to sit on the front porch and watch the traffic go by, I think he said. So Daniel came on board. Daniel, I think, and Teresa, you can correct me if I'm wrong, passed his first two tests faster than anybody we've ever had before. Yeah. So Daniel was in the Marines. Had a past stint at D&D, I think, and plumbing and electrical and all those kind of things. And he has just hit the ground running. I've never seen anybody that was so dedicated to passing his test so fast. You're like one more, right, having all your residential done, and I expect that to be done very quickly. So I'm asking you tonight to ratify my appointment of Daniel Faber as our new codes director.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion and a second. Mr. Johnson, any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to say something to Steve.
Well, go ahead.
Me and you've worked a lot together over the years, and I just want to say I appreciate you. You've answered questions for me. You've helped me out in the past. You've never failed to answer the phone if I had a question for you. So I just want to say I really appreciate you, man. Have a good retirement. Take it easy. Live life, man.
There's no other discussion. All in favor of ratification of Mayor Porter's appointment, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Announcements and statements. See, hang on. I'm debating whether to say something. Commissioner Rogers chose not to run for re-election this time. Commissioner Rogers has served for 12 years. I know we've got one more meeting with him next month. But next year when the Budget Committee meets, Budget Committee's going to be very different. I'm going to sorely miss Commissioner Rogers. The 8 years plus I've been on, I really appreciate his work, and I've learned a ton from him. and he's going to be missed. But he got his last budget passed here. If there are no other announcements, I would entertain a motion to adjourn, Mr. Moss. We are adjourned.